I might get fired for not getting the vaccine. So how can I find more books to sell on Amazon to replace my income for my job that I used to have so I don't have to work anymore? That's a question we have from Hockey Stuff on Instagram. You know, if you're gonna quit your job or if you're gonna get fired from your job, the question really is, are you capable and are you able to have an Amazon business that generates enough money to replace what you did at your job? And the cold hard truth about selling on Amazon is, like, if you make $40,000 a year, that's equivalent to an Amazon business that does $400,000 a year at a 10% profit margin. So for anyone that doesn't know what profit margin is, it's how much do you actually take home at the end of the day. So if you do $400,000 in sales a year, after you pay your taxes, when all is said and done, if you truly make $40,000 net profit, which is really typical of a lot of Amazon wholesale businesses, online arbitrage, booksellers, they have a little bit higher profit margins, 20-30%, but really at scale, I've even seen booksellers, they dwindle down to about the 10% profit margin range once they start reaching multi-millions. You know, so keep that in mind. How can you find enough books to make enough money to replace your income? That's the question you're asking, but really the question you're asking is, how can I replace my income from my job selling on Amazon? So you can sell anything on Amazon. You do anything in entrepreneurship to make money, but you gotta make sure you're doing the right thing. The wrong thing to do is to watch my content and assume that just because I'm selling books and I'm making a lot of money selling books, that you should be a bookseller as well. There's a myriad of categories that you can sell on Amazon, and you really need to ask yourself, should I be a bookseller or not? If you're in any big city, if you're in New York, LA, top 25 cities, you can make a living as a bookseller. But if you're in a smaller town, maybe being a bookseller isn't for you, and maybe you should look more towards online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. I'll link my roommate here, Taylor Jones. He makes a living from retail arbitrage. All you need to do to have retail arbitrage work for you is have access to retail stores, which are really everywhere. Unless you live in the middle of fucking nowhere, then you need to probably do online arbitrage, which I would follow Flips for Miles for that. But let's take a step back. How are you gonna make enough money to replace your job? So let's assume you're making $4,000 a month at your job, and they're about to fire you because you don't wanna get the vaccine. So in order to make $4,000 profit, you have to reverse engineer, how much do I need to source each month in order to get $4,000 in profit? Now, on average in my business, each book that I sell makes me anywhere from $10 to $15 net profit. So I know that if my job's currently paying me $4,000 a month, that I need to get 400 books each month at $10 to $15 net profit. Let's assume $10 net profit in order to make $4,000. Now, here's a principle that I use when I go camping. Whenever I go camping and I'm making a fire and it's cold out and I know that I need the fire to keep me warm at night, when I go and find sticks, when I go and find branches to make the fire, what I do, I always get about 10 times as much as I think I need. So I'm not gonna get like a small little pile of twigs and say, oh, that's enough. I'm not even gonna get enough that I think's enough. If I make a big pile and I'm like, oh, that looks good, I know that I'm a 10th of the way there. And I know that I need to 10x that pile, because if you guys have ever been camping before, you'd be surprised how much fucking wood you can burn through in one night. It's the same thing with the Amazon business. So don't think, oh, Romer the Roamer said 400 books at $10 profit is what I need to do each month, so I'm just gonna source 400 books. No, you should 10x that and try to get 4,000 books each month, because even if you fall short and you only reach 888, you're still double what you would have been. And you know, things happen in business. Books tank in price. Books don't sell. You might go several days and not find any books. So regardless if you choose to sell books, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, all of these are great ways to make money, and they're extremely easy too. Easy in the sense that there's basically no barrier to entry. anybody in any city can do any of the methods that I just said, and they can really make 6 figures plus a year if they truly commit themselves to it. If you're working 8 hours at your job each day and you're truly working those 8 hours, like focused energy, whether it's talking to people, whether it's doing a task, if you take that same type of focus and put it in your Amazon business and go out 8 hours a day, focused on getting inventory, focused on listing inventory, focused on building your business, easily 6 figures in your first couple years. Your first year, pretty hard to make 6 figures net profit. Second year, still pretty difficult. Third year, if you've been getting that momentum going, it's hard to not make 6 figures if you are truly putting effort in, like you are putting effort in at your job. And maybe you're not putting any effort in at your job. Maybe you're going to work and you're sitting there and you're on your phone all day. There's a lot of jobs like that. But if you're truly working at your job, you're getting paid less than $20 an hour, really think you should consider selling on Amazon full time. And just start out as a side hustle. Watch those videos, watch my videos on my channel on how I source books. Go watch those 2 guys I recommended, Flips for Miles and Taylor. I'll link their YouTube channels below as well. And that is my answer to that question. If you guys like this content, go ahead and smash that like button. I got to go in and get my food. I'm hungry. I've been so lazy. I have not been cooking anything for like the last month. I've just been either going out to eat, having meal prep. I paid for a chef 1 week. I've been experimenting with different things, but I don't have any food at the house. So I need to eat and then go do jujitsu and then go dance. So much love, guys. Peace out. See you next time.